guys. This is gonna be kind of a little vlog. I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. I'm actually I'm on the way to our local church camp. My daughter is at church camp, and tonight is the last night. And being that it's Wednesday, we always move our church service that we would normally have on Wednesday night. We move it to the church camp and have it there with their last service of the night. So we always make a point to try to make it there on Wednesday night and see how the week has gone for them, and catch a special good message from a guest preacher and some good music and everything. So it's going to be a good time, even though it is still 90 degrees outside, and we're in an outdoor congregation hall or sanctuary, whatever term you want to use. But anyway, guys, one thing I was going to talk to you guys about was this keto thing. I still haven't got to the point where I'm comfortable like going into the real nitty-gritty details yet. Because I'd like to, get together, studies and literature and stuff like that to be able to reference to whenever I talk to you guys about it. But I know just from, a high level understanding, just kind of looking down on it, I understand that there's a lot of research out there and a lot of testimonies out there that suggest not just the fat loss benefits to the ketogenic way of eating, but also the healing factors, with it having an effect on diseases and or disorders that you would normally think that wouldn't be affected by the diet. But like I've said before, what your life energy comes from food. So whatever energy you're bringing in is the kind of energy you're putting out. So if you're bringing a lot of carbohydrates, which have been shown in studies that promote inflammation, whether it be inflammation on the brain or inflammation anywhere else, then you're going to have an inflammatory energy response after that. So I've told you guys my story about how I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis about 4 years ago, and that I live with a certain level of discomfort and discomfort and kind of moderate pain. Well, I've noticed for about the past week and a half, well, even before that, really, probably almost 2 weeks ago, I started noticing that my daily level of discomfort was dwindling away. And I have to be perfectly honest with you, the last 3 or 4 days, I'm not even on my rheumatoid arthritis medicine right now. And the last 3 or 4 days, I've pretty much forgotten that I even have rheumatoid arthritis. I have no discomfort in my joints. I'm not waking up stiff and hard to get out of bed in the mornings. I'm not having any trouble sleeping. I feel so much better. And, I had something right with the way I was eating before, where I felt like I was eating too few calories, and I think that was the case too, because actually my calories have increased with this ketogenic diet, even though I've dropped down the carbohydrates to around 30 grams or less per day, and I've upped my fat. But really my total amount of calories that I'm eating now has actually increased. And I'm losing weight better now than I ever did on a standard 40-40-20 type of macro split. So I can attest to the weight loss to this thing. I can attest to the regenerative. I don't know. I wouldn't say that my rheumatoid arthritis is cured, because I don't. It's an autoimmune disorder that is listed as a disorder with no cure. But sending it into a relapse would be amazing, because that's one thing that we all hope for. I'm not to the level with my RA where I'm on a biologic medicine like the ones you see on TV, like Humira or Enbrel or Xeljanz or anything like those, or even methotrexate. I haven't got to that point in the progression of my disease. But if I get, the next time I have an appointment with my rheumatologist, and I get up there and I run my blood labs, and my rheumatoid factor is low to the point, lower than it's been since I've been diagnosed. I mean, I'm talking significantly. I'm not talking 1 or 2 points, because it kind of has fluctuations there, but if it is significantly lower than it's ever been, then I'm gonna, and the only thing that I've changed, really the only thing that I've changed over the past few years is my diet. And this is the first drastic change in my diet, and this is whenever the changes in the way I felt started, that I'm gonna know for a fact that there is more to this ketogenic diet. That a lot of the studies that are out there, a lot of the I wouldn't say pushers, but a lot of the people that advocate for the ketogenic diet are absolutely right. The studies are absolutely right. There's something to it, and I'm already becoming an advocate, a really huge advocate for this way of eating. But guys, I mean, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just a short little vlog, a short little, not even I wouldn't say a rant, but just kind of tell you guys how I'm feeling on the keto. How's it going for me? I mean, it's doing good. I've dropped out of the 190s. I was 180, even though it's a 0.1 pound. I was 189.9 this morning when I weighed myself. So that's a plus. I know I'm continuing to make progress. I'm less than 10 pounds away from my goal weight, and at that point it's going to be all about the recomposition of my body. And I know that's the hardest part, but I'm also training for strength, so it's gonna be tough to what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna be tough to really get my body where I want it to be once I get down to that goal weight, because I know I'll probably still have a fairly significant amount of weight. I want you guys to look at this right quick. I know I'm interrupting, but isn't that just absolutely just gorgeous? Look over here on the other side of the dam. Just this drive to the church camp is just absolutely just gorgeous little nature drive. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. I was just looking around, and I just I had to comment on that, but I'm getting to the point where I'm fixing to start putting in some really hard work as far as the recomposition of my body and everything. So guys, just stick with me. There's all kinds of resources out there about the ketogenic diet, and I've learned a lot from a lot of different resources. But if I was to have to say, if there's one resource that I can say that I've learned the most off of, is Primal Health Nutrition, and the guy on there that does the videos, Tristan. I've learned more from him about the ketogenic diet and the ketogenic way of eating and everything like that than I have anybody else. So guys, I urge you to just go get on the YouTube search bar, get on the search bar up there and search it out if you're curious. He's got so much content on it, and I mean there isn't a question about the diet that I've thought about that he hasn't answered. And I'm still learning more and more about this thing every day from a scientific and physiological standpoint. I mean, I can't say enough about it and how it's made me feel. Like I said, I feel better than I have felt in 4 years, and I really feel like I owe it all to switching to the ketogenic diet. But anyway, guys, I'm just a couple miles out from church camp now, so I'm gonna get off here, and that way when I pull up to the campground, I'm not messing around with the phone or anything, and get up here and get some Bible study in, get some worship and some singing in, and guys, just whatever you do, whatever is best for you, just go out there and enjoy doing it, because like I've said before, if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to stick with it. And I'm enjoying the keto diet, and that's making it even easier for me to stick to it. But guys, just like I always say, go out there, have you a good time, get you some good gains, and I'll talk to you in that next video. Good night.